I'm an attorney by trade, and I'm one of the in-house lawyers here at CA. Personally, my responsibilities include covering global litigation, government investigations. So what I do is I directly manage U.S. Litigation and government investigations, and I also sort of oversee all of the overseas litigation as well. And I've been here at CA for a bit more than 3 years, and it's been a wonderful 3 years at this company. We're a software company founded more than 40 years ago, so we've been around for quite a while. And we are one of the world's leading providers of IT management software and solutions. You know, the common thread among all the concerns we have as a corporate law department, and this is where we look to, you know, an e-discovery solution, it basically comes down to managing risk. Whether it's a litigation or an investigation or anything else, it's always about managing risk. You know, when you're a publicly traded company or even a privately held company, at the end of the day, you're a business and you're in the business of generating revenue. We look at our e-discovery tool as one of the components of that sort of risk management function. And now, it's particularly as an international company where we're dealing with myriad privacy regulations around the world, e-discovery has taken an even more prominent role. You know, you normally wouldn't think of an e-discovery tool as a way to manage some of the privacy concerns, but we're trying to find ways to do that, to leverage these tools to help us, you know, manage that risk. The aspects of an e-discovery tool that I think are most important to help us manage risk, I mean, number one is stability and reliability. You know, when we're dealing with litigation, large or small, or you're dealing with managing risk, you know, it's very hard to take a time out because you have software that's down or something that's not working right. You know, we need our e-discovery tool to be available 24/7, 365, and to do exactly what it's designed to do all the time. So that's number one. And from my perspective, particularly working at a software company, having software that can deliver that really should just get you in the door. That should be the minimum requirement. Unfortunately, you know, I know not all software is like that. The other aspect of the e-discovery tool that I think is really important to me and my department is scalability. You know, I referenced before how different law departments may look for different functionalities, and so finding an e-discovery tool that has all the powerful analytics and all the powerful technology you could ever dream of, but that is also scalable, so you could simplify it and pare it down for a very simple use case, is really critical to us. So reliability, scalability, I think, are the two most important aspects. Well, what sparked our interest in RelativityOne, to put it bluntly, is we were just sick and tired of having an on-prem solution because, you know, CA, like every other large company out there, we have an internal, we call GIS or IT department, that are always fiddling around with our software, installing patches, security patches, etc. And for some reason, things never seem to work correctly. You know, you're taking an on-prem solution and you're sticking it in the middle of a very complex and convoluted IT infrastructure. It's very difficult for that solution to behave in the way it's supposed to behave when I don't think it's really intended to work in those sort of environments. So we had tremendous problems with downtime with our existing solution, which our prior solution, where, you know, there were instances where I had to go and call outside vendors to process productions for us because we couldn't get our system to work. So, you know, we began looking around at a replacement, and we learned all about RelativityOne, and it dawned on us. So we don't need to, you know, necessarily look at traditional managed services. If we can do this as a SaaS solution, we can customize it, customize how we use it. We could, you know, be trained to manage ourselves and go outside only when we need to. So that was incredibly attractive to us, and also obviously, you know, moving to a SaaS model for the reasons I stated was really exciting for us. You know, what we're most looking forward to now is a lot different than what we were looking forward to when we started this process. Because like I said, we were looking for maybe like a managed services type of thing, and learning about RelativityOne was a total game changer for us. Number one, I'm looking forward to not having to deal with maintenance or upgrades. Being able to manage the data ourselves. We've got like a sandbox arrangement, and being able to put data up and take it down as we wish is great, because at the end of the day, we're saving money. One of the other things that we're really looking forward to is, we reuse a lot of productions because, as I mentioned, we respond to a lot of subpoenas. A lot of the subpoenas are what we call prior art subpoenas for patent cases, where companies are looking for old manuals and guides from our older software. And so we're looking forward to creating libraries or productions that we can just send out the door off the shelf. And one of the other things we're really looking forward to is, over the last 2 years or so, we moved all of our email into Office 365 and a lot of the documents to Office 365. And being able to have RelativityOne communicate with 365, that's going to, ease all these collection headaches we've had for so many years. But I think what I'm really looking forward to most is, and for the audience, I'm not being paid to say this, what we're really looking forward to most is having like a partner in all this. I mean, that's really the thing that, aside from the technology that set K-Cure apart, is meeting with Brad and his folks. It was a soft sell. It was Brett coming in, wanting to understand our business, our use cases, what we do, and him just pointing out how the application can fulfill our needs. It wasn't a hard sell, but it was somebody and a team that really is invested in our success. And that just builds a tremendous amount of trust. And it's, it started with Brett, continued with your legal department, your security folks that had to work with my security folks, and now working with the kickoff team. You guys are our partners, and we value that, and that's really what we're looking forward to. Is we didn't want a situation where we sign the dotted line and you guys hand us the keys of the car and we drive off. I mean, you guys are right there in the passenger seat with us, and you've made that very clear. And that gives us a tremendous amount of confidence. And to be frank, there was a little bit of hesitation because we sort of feel a little bit like the guinea pigs. This is a new platform. I think we're the first large company to sign up. But that level of trust really carried the day for us. I think this has been a theme throughout this discussion, but continue to be our partner, continue to be invested in our success. That will get everybody so far. I mean, continue to be responsive and continue to strive to understand our business and how we work. And most of all, and this is the sense I get from everybody I talk to, continue to see, CA's success as your success. I mean, you guys have got an incredibly amazing, powerful tool, and the way you're delivering it now via SaaS, I think, is a game changer. And it's just a matter of time before this thing really takes off, and people are going to say, "Why don't we do this sooner?" So I think you guys are sitting on a really great opportunity here, and my best advice is continue to partner with your customers. This thing will sell itself basically. As long as you effectively communicate the benefits. It's really wonderful.